Hello, 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 people. Hey, babe.
Hi.
How you doing?
Blessed highly favored. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Great.
Move your mic a little bit closer, baby.
Okay, you can hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right.
All right. So we're good. The mics ain't peaking. We're good today, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And as usual, welcome to another episode of Melanated Thought, where we talk about things that affect us as in the black community. I am Reggio.
And I am Mimi the lady.
What the lady she is.
Bomb tickle wow wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all, this is kind of an old hat. Because this is the fourth time we talked about this?
And once again, it's on. 4 times.
4 times, man. More
Uno,
than
dos, tres, cuatro.
Yeah, exactly. This is more times than any 3 presidents combined.
234 years of presidency in this country.
Right.
No sitting president has ever. But you know, he's a one of a kind of person anyway. So
I agree.
you know,
Yeah, I agree.
it
man.
is what it is.
It is what it is, man. But you know, the 4th time that this dude has been indicted, you know, and of course we're talking about Mr. Donald J. Trump, y'all. So this is going to be a fun
In the
subject.
words of our great co-host Tangerine Tammy. What's up, Nash?
Yeah, I pinged him earlier to see if he's going to come on the show. So I would love to hear his spiel on that.
Absolutely,
Man, yeah. But anyway, y'all, that's what we got going on today. That's what we're going to be talking about is Mr. Donald J. Trump and his 4th indictment. As usual, dear, how was your week?
My week was a week. I made a very hard to me life decision. We'll
Right.
discuss that later, but I got it done. I turned it in Friday, so hopefully it is be in my favor.
Oh, yeah.
Work is work. Life is good. Everyone's healthy. Knock on wood. Thank you, Jesus.
Yep.
And I'm feeling good. So it is what it is. Thank
Yeah.
you. How are
Hey,
you?
you know what, babe? You know, it's just.
Well,
I'm
God
like
must
you.
admit, let me correct. The old allergies. If these allergies are just, I don't understand why I got allergy. It's so hot outside.
Well, you know.
You think they'll burn up by the time I walk outside. But,
Nah, babe.
yeah,
That's not how it
a little
works.
nasally.
Nah, that's not how allergies work. You
I
know.
wish they did, because honey, it's hot and sneezing. That's not a good combination.
It's yeah.
Head hurting. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know it, man. I know it because let me just say this real quick, y'all. Normally, when the wife and I come in from church, we'll either sit down and talk a little bit, or we'll watch a movie or something like that. She went straight to bed.
Yeah, I had to take. I took a Tylenol. I had to lay down. My head felt somebody up there with a little bitty hammer and 2 nails, and they don't know how to put it in the wall. That's how. Like they having a hard time nailing in the wall. Like somebody in my head is just tap dancing or nailing or something.
Yeah, I know how that gets.
Favorite
Just don't talk
cousin,
about that.
pop-up shop. She's over here in Oak Cliff at one of the event halls. She has a new t-shirt line, so I just want to shout out Kay. Congratulations. Very proud of you, my sister. And way to go. You're a black girl who rocks, and you know me. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, but
Did she chin check you a little bit, though? Let's talk about that.
no, she didn't change that for the most part. I mean, the only thing she did was tell me that I made a really good choice, and I knew that in the first place.
And then she told you got to answer the huh. You mess with me.
I ain't worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't worried about that.
You better recognize, boy, I'm loved out here in these streets.
Well, the worst thing she's going to put up with is me grabbing her butt. That's it. And she should be used to that by now. Because that's been going on since day one. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's that.
But now, congratulations, Case. Proud of you, my sister.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
And your week was...
Just a week.
Yeah.
I can't really complain, man. I mean, we
I can't believe August is almost over.
yeah, it's halfway done now. Over
It's
halfway
crazy.
done now.
8th month.
Yeah, buddy, man. This year is almost over. Believe
Yeah,
it?
I know.
Good Lord.
Your birthday coming up.
Yeah, buddy. National holiday, y'all. Virgo season.
Ugh. Excuse me. Did I say that out loud? Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
I
Y'all,
apologize.
everybody heard
I
that.
am so
Ain't
sorry.
nobody. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
But let's get this music popping. This is an oldie but goodie to me because it was inspired by my lovely wife. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna be talking about Mr. DJ T. So you know,
BKA TT, better known as Tangerine Tammy.
There you go, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man.
He is a mess, honey.
My question is this right here, and I want your opinion on this. How come they haven't put this man in jail yet?
That's what I said, too. If that was one of us, we would have been, babe, we'd be
Under the jail.
making license plates and cleaning out the fields and slinging hammers and breaking rocks.
Turning big rocks into little rocks.
Right. We'll be in Sing Sing if it's still going. Is it still a prison?
Sing Sing is still a prison.
We'll be in Sing Sing by now. Ain't no walking around still living his life like it's golden. You know what I'm saying? So
Shout out to Jill Scott.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't know if he got something on people. I don't know.
Well, you know, he did hide a whole lot of those files back when he got out of office. We're going to talk about that a little bit, too.
Right.
So, at any rate, let's get to these books real quick.
Okay.
Okay, as people know, for those of you who are new, listen to this podcast or rebroadcast of the podcast, I always come up with some books that every black person should read at least once in their lifetime. I have one that I talked about before. It's called Black Butterfly, The Harmful Politics of Race and Space in America by Lawrence T. Brown. Basically, it's just another way of saying redlining. That's pretty much what it is. Yeah, this is just another take on redlining and its effect on the black community. Because, you know, we get redlined all the time. That's pretty much it. That's the gist of that book right there. So definitely get that one checked out. Next book I have on my list is another book I talked about called The Black Cabinet, The Untold Story of African Americans in Politics During the Age of Roosevelt. This book is written by Jill Watts, and it basically talks about the first black people to ever have anything to say in Congress. Most of them, for the most part, to be completely honest with you, were just people in token positions. That's all. And they didn't really have too much to say. Whatever they said, didn't nobody really care anyway. So that's the gist of that book right there. But it's a pretty good read, though. It's very informative, I will tell you that. This is another good one. I just recently got this one and checked it out. It's called Black Rights, White Wrongs by Charles W. Mills. It basically talks about the political decisions of black justice, if there is such a thing. Because to be completely honest with you, in the past, 10 years, we ain't seen no black justice, have we, babe?
Not much.
If any. So, that's pretty much what this book is just about, man. You know, it's a pretty good little read. Very informative again. And this last book is one I haven't finished reading yet. It's on my Kindle. It's called The Loneliness of the Black Republican. Because I don't know if people have noticed this or not. The second that a black person says they're a Republican, they're automatically excommunicated from the black community. But there's a reason for that. And you and me both know that, babe. Because most of those black Republicans are what? Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
Not all of them, but majority of them are.
That's why I say most.
Coons to me.
There you go. Exactly.
Or either tap dancing at Bojangles line, or dances for the masses, or following the leader, or
kissing Trump's
thinking
ass.
they better than somebody else because they live in a certain zip code.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. Most of them are cooned out. So not that I have anything against black Republicans. Whatever your political views are, that's what your political views are. I don't care.
Yeah.
But most black Republicans that I know of, and I can name a few right off the top of my head, man. One of which is running for president, Tim Scott. They cooned out. So, and we already know he's cooned out.
Well, I don't know. I was looking at I always look at the news shows in the morning when I'm getting ready for church, and one of them said that they're down there an hour this week.
Yeah.
And they said he might have a chance.
Oh, really?
A lot of people are kind of agreeing and appreciating his stance and what he wants to accomplish if he's elected president.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
I think it's like Trump, DeSantis, and then him. Isn't that crazy?
Well, here's my whole deal. Since you mentioned DeClantis. Yeah, I said DeClantis. I'll say it again. if he becomes president, we're in trouble.
I think it might be. I don't know. Like I said, if people wake up about Trump, he's the next one in line. So, and I think we're gonna go back to yes, a mouse.
You know,
No, some mouse.
if it's up to him, yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
And I don't understand. I don't mean to interject that here, but I don't understand where this is coming from. This man have a hard on for black people or something.
Exactly. That's my talk. That's my whole point. He is
against blacks, gays,
everybody,
children,
everybody that
women.
ain't a straight white.
I'm like, who do you like, sir?
Everybody that's not a straight white male. That's who he's against.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I said, man, if he gets elected president, man, we're in trouble, especially black people. Because you know he don't like black folks. But that's kind of obvious.
And I think a lot of the, not to put you guys on blast or anything, but a lot of the Hispanics who voted for him,
yeah,
I think they're waking up.
A lot of them are.
He's not living up to the promise he promised them either.
Of course not. He's not going to either
Yeah.
because he's just in it for a political gain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
you know. Oh, I got one. Oh, that was it. That's off my books. Okay, and here go my favorite section of the show. Bold words from a black woman. What you got today, babe?
Well, today in history, August 20th, 1619. Have you guys heard of that date before?
You should.
Pretty sure you have, because there was a beautiful project on, I think it was Netflix not too long ago. Very inspirational, very eye-opening, but if there is a beginning date for African Americans in the United States, it would be August 20th, 1619. On this day, over 4 centuries ago, approximately 20 Africans became the first African Americans when they arrived aboard a Dutch ship as captives in Jamestown, Virginia.
Okay, all right. Hold on, man. Let me get my class, man. The damn thing went dead. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you can see the screen. The depiction that I chose will show you, yes, we came over here in slave ships unwillingly, but the second picture will detect to you that now we're standing black caucuses in the White House. So though our situation turned out or begun bleak, it looks like it was heading toward a brighter future. Yeah, sometimes it gets stagnant. Yeah, sometimes it could be better. We should have more in there, but just to show you from which we've came to where we are now.
Well,
kudos to whatever they thought they were trying to do by bringing us over here. Our ancestors and our headstrong mindset has put us in some pretty upstanding, rewarding positions, but to be brought over here, lied to, bamboozled, hoodwinked, and then made something out of nothing. That's what I'm more proud about.
And I tell people this all the time, man. You know, well, let me get into history real quick, just real quick. True enough, the first African slaves were brought over here on that particular slave ship. One of the first ships that ever had African slaves in was called the SS Jesus. Go figure, yo. Anyway, to be honest with you, there were black people already here. I mean, during the transatlantic slave trade, there was only like maybe 4 to 5% of those slaves that ended up here in the United States. Most of them landed in Central and South America, because the biggest population of black people other than Africa is in Brazil. So a lot of them ended up there. And again, there were black people already here. So what they did was they enslaved the black people that were here and mixed them in with the Africans that they had brought during the transatlantic slave trade. So that's what happened with that. So black people have always been here. So don't get it twisted, y'all. We've always been here since day one. But
they seem to think, but the story reads like there wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
And like they brought us over here and told us this, and then when we got here, we were sold into, supposed to be servants, but somehow servants turned into slaves.
Antebellum slavery, to be more specific.
Correct.
But yeah, you're right.
Crazy.
You're right. It's wild.
But in this history, if you're looking for a specific date, historically wise, this is supposed to be the date that the first 20 came here. But like Mr. Reggio just said, we was already here, dog.
For real, Penny. We was already here, dog.
So good luck with that. But that is my homage to my segment.
All right. So here comes my other favorite part of the show. Hold on. Here we go. hate this thing to go slow. My sound effects are messing up, y'all.
And now it's time for MTV News.
I love that. I love that.
Thanks, Conrad. We always like to start with home. So we do have a story for Oklahoma.
Oh, man. What the
Reggie
hell?
O's home. Quote unquote, it's no surprise. Attorneys slam Oklahoma for avoiding settlement discussions in reparations lawsuit for last living survivors of the Tulsa Race Massacre.
OMG.
Yeah, I'm going to let you expound on this because this is your hometown.
Well, I know a little something about this whole thing. Now, for those of you who have been living under a rock, there was a very, very, very big pivotal race uprising in Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1921. It was a worldwide thing. It went worldwide. It just go nationwide, but worldwide. Okay. It's also the first time that bombs ever dropped on American soil. They decimated that area right there. Now there are a few survivors that are still alive right now that were alive during that particular time frame. They were young at the time, but they still remember it like it was yesterday.
Right.
And they have given details about the whole situation. And so now they're asking for reparations for that. And of course, the request turned on a deaf ear. So for that to happen, because to be completely honest with you, the whole thing about reparations has been a question ever since the days of Frederick Douglass. I've already said that. I've always said that. And it got turned down then. My wife right here can back up anything that I'm saying because we heard that on television, a couple days ago. And I've been saying it ever since. I've been saying it before then.
Right.
The whole thing about reparations has always been a question ever since black people were quote unquote freed. They promised us 40 acres and a mule, and they reneged on that.
Yeah.
Okay, after we were freed, they reneged on that promise.
The closest thing we ever came to 40 acres and more is some Spike Lee movies.
That's it.
Let's just keep it real.
That's it. That's just it. But anyway, back to the subject here. They have been denied reparations. And I've always told people the state of Oklahoma is a very racist state. And I continue to say this. Oklahoma almost lost its statehood because of the racism and the lynchings that were going on. If you think I'm lying about that, there's a book I want everybody to pick up. It's called Without Sanctuary. It's basically a pictorial history of lynchings that happened over the United States. And a lot of them happened right in Oklahoma. Okay? Get that book, y'all. If you can stomach it, get that book. I would suggest you get that book. I got that book recently this weekend. I had to get it because I had it before and lost it, but I got it again. But definitely get that book, y'all. So, but anyway, it was very pivotal for them. It was very pivotal for them to deny it because we already know. I kind of figured that's how it was going to go. I'm not surprised at all of you.
Well, my take is no. 'Cause like I said, every time the subject comes up, a study have to be done first.
Right.
And then secondly, it's just like, well, it's sitting on someone's desk in Congress or it's sitting on someone's desk here. So it's just like, it just keep you pass down like that bill was a commercial. It's only a bill. It's just like that bill was going from desk to desk to desk. Yeah.
Yes,
so that's all
only
every
bill.
time it comes up a study, I'm like, how many more studies do they need to do to understand that this is a debt that's owed?
Right.
You can give billions and trillions of dollars to other countries to help them rebuild, and they bomb it and tear it back down again. You steady giving them money, but when it comes to something that is owed, duly owed, there's a study need to be done first before y'all cut those checks.
Oh, baby, say that again.
I just, that's the part I understand. But like I said today at lunch, we were discussing this. In my heart of hearts, honestly, this is truly from my heart. I think it's three lone survivors: Viola Fletcher, Leslie Benningfield Randall, and Hughes Van Ellis Sr. They are all over 100 years old.
Vala wrote
They
a
were
book.
little kids when this happened.
Vala wrote a book.
And they still remember what we consider as Black Wall Street. If they would just give these 3 lone survivors some part of reparations that will let them be or see the United States is not no joke, and that we are a country that holds true to what we say. Because I just understand, why haven't we done it? Tulsa mass race war, it was a massacre. It was white mob people, men on horses, whatever, ravaged prosperous black people in Tulsa.
Yep.
Let's just keep it real.
Yep.
No rhyme or reason. Like we did a story before in the podcast where they keep feeling like, well, no, I don't think it has anything to do with race. What do you call it then, ma'am?
Oh yeah, that was a senator in Oklahoma.
And it was a senator in Oklahoma. Now here we are in Oklahoma, and now they're saying, well, I don't understand what the him homing is about. Him homing is about. Just do it, or just go ahead and tell the truth. You don't want to do it unless you can find something for the others to get as well.
Hello. Ooh.
I mean, because we was promised this. We didn't ask for this. We was promised this. So why do every time we decide to get something, somebody else needs something?
There you go. That's always how it works.
If you can explain that to me, I'll be fully
and that's always
understood.
how it works. And that's always how it works.
But I don't understand. So miss me with that. Me with that.
That's always how it works. So that is always how it works. Unfortunately.
But why though?
I don't know. I mean, it only happens when it comes to us.
That's what I'm saying. It's getting so blatant now. It's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I don't want it. You'll never hear me say I don't want it. But it's getting to the point where you be like, what for? What for? But
right. I got you. I understand that perfectly, man, because I've always said that. You know what I mean? But it's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. It's very unfortunate.
Very.
That these people have been waiting all this time and nothing has happened in their favor. But
Oklahoma, it started there. I think they should be the first
state,
the very first state
to shell out reparations,
to get them rolling.
I agree, because
off the presses.
I agree with you on that one.
Off the presses immediately, because if you ask them, they can never give you a rhyme or reason why not.
Yeah.
Why not? And they be like, well, a study has to be done. Okay, study's been done. Now what?
Then they're gonna come up with some other bullshit.
It's not in the budget.
Yeah. That's the favorite one right there.
But when somebody call from over yonder, and you be like, okay, I have the wire transfer first thing in the morning. Uh-huh. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
I don't get
no
it.
Study was done.
I don't get it.
No committee was appointed. None of that. It's the same deal. Let's get close to home. One Asian got his ass kicked. That was a bill overnight.
Yep.
And plus they had some and billions of set-asides were set just for them.
Yep.
No study was done.
No disrespect to my alphabet people, but y'all done came up too.
Oh, no doubt about it. They got all kinds of bills
for y'all.
They got all kinds of bills on the books.
That's what I'm saying. So
all kinds of laws on the books protecting them.
But if you think about it, we pretty much built this country on our backs.
Yeah, we did. And
there is nothing, nothing. Just like, ask this senator about that. Now I want to ask you, sir, ma'am, what's taking so long?
Mm-hmm.
I just did a story over 400 years ago that we were brought here. So does it really take that long to write a check?
No, it doesn't. When it comes to us, it does.
Yeah, and that's the part that's just unruly and unthinkable.
I agree.
Moving on.
What else you got?
Now, we did a story a while ago about the Starbucks manager who was fired for quote unquote being white. I am sad, and I mean this, I am sad to say she is going to get paid. Yeah. A judge has ruled that Starbucks must pay a former regional manager an additional $2.7 million in damages she's already received $25.6 million. Wow! In an altercation or arrest of 2 black men. Now, just a synopsis of the story: 2 black men were sitting in a Starbucks, and she was wondering what they were doing. They was waiting on a friend, and she felt like they were trying to do something, so pretty much harassing them in what I call racist maneuvers.
Pretty much.
And now she felt like her civil duty as being a white woman was hindered in some way, and so she sued Starbucks, and she has won.
OMG.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't understand this. I think this is racial bias.
I agree.
I feel sorry for Starbucks that they have to pay this, because if you really think about it, this woman was in the wrong. Did nobody do anything to her? But the judge felt like that she was vindicated, I guess, because she had these 2 black men arrested, and all they was doing was sitting in Starbucks.
Well, that's a classic case of white
I'm sorry, they
privilege.
refused to leave.
Yeah,
after she.
Because they wasn't doing anything. I mean, they wasn't doing anything
the reason
wrong.
why they were sitting in there, they didn't want to buy anything, and she asked, "Well, you have to sit in here, you have to buy something." They said no. They refused, so she called the police. So when they started recording her, she felt, the backlash of, "Oh my God, I'm being recorded, I'm going viral." So she felt like she was hindered and felt bad for, quote unquote, being white.
Let me just say this real quick. There's no such thing as there is no such thing in the United States as being white. For being white as being a crime. Because being white means you're in charge. So I don't see what the problem is. Now, her problem was the fact that she didn't really have a problem, to be honest with you.
Well, I guess the thing is, what she mean by being white is that, with her actions of calling the police, having these 2 black men arrested, she was fired from Starbucks.
It's kind of like a personal problem.
And she just felt like that wasn't right. That
Because she was white.
situation should never happen.
Right.
She was just doing her job. She didn't know. She followed the chain of command. In essence, she kept saying she didn't have anything to do with the black men being arrested. But sweetheart, you called the police.
You called the police, so that means you had something to do with that with that happened. You got the ball rolling.
Right. But she felt like her civil rights was hindered, so she sued, and she's pretty much I guess set for life financially.
Nah, she really is, man. Her grandchildren are set for life because she got 27 million. She got another 2.4. Is that what you said? Mm-hmm. Wow.
For being a white lady.
Now, how many times have black people been disrespected, racially profiled, and
followed around the store?
Oh man, yeah.
Killed, harassed, tased, hung. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just because they're black.
Mm-hmm.
And if we tried to sue, they would throw their case out of court.
Swastikas on their car.
Exactly.
Nigger road on their yard.
Yeah.
Dead pigs left on their porch.
Yeah. All kinds of things.
Shot at while just being black.
Yeah.
Cussed out. Called the N-word for just being black. I can go on and on.
Yeah, the list goes on and on,
But
man.
I wonder if one of those persons would have brought a lawsuit. They would be like,
they would have threw it out of court.
I laugh at you. Get out of my court.
Yeah, they would have threw it out of court.
Right.
That's my whole point. They would have thrown that shit out of court. You and me both know that.
Yep. But like I said, I don't agree with it, so I'm not going to say congratulations. I think that was just a false accusation, and she got awarded for stupidity, really.
I agree.
Moving on. Now, this story kind of touched my heart. Quote unquote, why did you do that? A mother furious after Mississippi police arrest and jail 10-year-old son who, in her presence, for urinating in public.
What?
Behind her car. I don't really know how to take this story, but the mother's name is LaTanya Eason, And her 10-year-old son needed to use the bathroom. Miss Eason was in her lawyer's office. He asked his sister, told his sister he had to use the bathroom. And his sister said, well, they don't have a restroom. So he just went behind her car and started urinating. So the police came and, was talking to the little boy. And she walked up and said, she was questioning him in front of the police. And why did you do that? He said, well, I had to go, blah, 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 blah. So the first, this police officer who came up was going to let him go. And then another police officer came up and said, no, he needs to be arrested. So they arrested the 10-year-old, put him in the back of the car, took him to jail. And I'm just dumbfounded how they even get that far.
WTF?
You actually wasted gas taking this 10-year-old to the police station to arrest him for using the restroom in public. The little young man was so terrified, he started crying. He didn't understand what was going on. The only thing he said, he kept telling himself, I'm about to go to jail.
Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call this what it is. One, it was racism. Two, it was penis envy. Because that little boy's dick is bigger than theirs. Let's just be honest.
Not a 10-year-old, a grown man.
Come on.
Right,
let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. Let's just be real.
But I hate when they always write it off as a mistake.
No, that wasn't a mistake. They knew what they were doing. That's bullshit. They knew what they were doing.
The profession, training, we need to train.
Now,
I don't agree with this at all.
Now, all jokes aside, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
They
a 10-year-old really?
They traumatized that boy for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that's what the mom was saying. She said, "You don't know what kind of trauma this is going to cause my child."
I don't know what they were. I know what they were thinking. They saw a little nigga out there, whipping his thing out, taking the whiz. I've seen white people do that shit.
But he wasn't in public. He was standing behind his mom's car.
Exactly my point.
Not like he was standing in the street and said, "Hey, America, look."
It's not like he was standing in the middle of Times Square pissing on everybody.
Right.
Come on, man.
I don't get it. It's just, I don't know if these people are having a bad day, if it's the heat. I don't know.
There was a video of, I forgot, I think it was like in the 7-Eleven or something like that. This happened a while back. I think about 2 or 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. This white lady pulled her pants down, took a shit in the middle of the store. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nothing happened to that white lady.
It never does.
Nothing happened to her at all. She had pulled her pants down and took a nasty ass shit in that store.
And now you're arresting 10-year-olds.
And you're going to arrest a 10-year-old boy for taking a piss.
I don't understand. I don't get it. Unbelievable. So hopefully this young man, first of all, mom, he's going to have nightmares. He's going to be bewildered. He's going to be questioning or probably be nervous when he see police officers. Make sure you get him some counseling.
Oh, I agree.
So he can, if he don't feel comfortable talking to you, he'll have someone he can talk to. But I hate to say this, I hope justice will be served in some type of way.
I agree.
Because that was just unnecessary.
I agree
and
with
again, saying it's a mistake in profession and training, you should already have that before you put the suit on, right?
I agree.
Ain't that why you get the suit?
Yeah, that's why you became a cop, because you should know the laws.
Right.
And arresting a 10-year-old, that's a bit extreme in my opinion.
Very.
Well, think about the history, babe. Think about the history of the police force. The youngest person to be executed in the United States was a man named George Stinnett. He was like 11, 12 years old, accused of raping these 2 little white girls. Remember that story?
Or Emmett Till for whistling at a white woman.
Yeah, Emmett Till for whistling at a white woman. Well, he was killed. He was beaten to death.
Oh, yeah. It makes me wonder if the mom didn't come around, what would they have done to him, the little 10-year-old?
Good point. Real good point.
Thank God she came around the corner and saw everything.
In the words of Paul Mooney, we know white history. If the cameras hadn't been on OJ, he would have came up missing.
Now, I know there are some sophisticated 10-year-olds out there, but all of us, and some of us are not 10, sometimes we just can't control our bladders.
Exactly. I know grown men can't do that shit. They will go behind a tree in a minute and whip it out and start taking the piss.
Well, I did hear this one story where they said that a lot of it's becoming very prevalent that people just stop in where they are and just do it, and they're trying to make it like a sexual act, like a.
Let's take it.
Yeah. What is it when you do like what is I forget what
indecent exposure.
Yeah, they trying to.
Indecent
write tickets and give people tickets and put that charge on them. Yeah.
Okay. Indecent exposure is when you're like a flasher, and you walk around in a trench coat and you open it up for everybody to see, and you, hey, you know, that's indecent.
I remember when I first sober, I was downtown when I, just got a car. You know, you go, you're looking for a job or whatever. You know, you just walk. You just walked around. This man had on a trench coat, and he was like, first of all, that should have been my first clue because it was hot. And he had on a trench coat, and he said, "Hey, lady, you want to see my pet snake?" And he opened up his jacket, and he was butt ass naked.
Bucky naked.
And then he had like this little wool hat on the tip of his tallywacky. I was like, okay. I didn't even know what I was like.
He flashed you, huh?
I was like, okay, there's some sickness in this world. I don't know. He said, "Hey, lady, you want to see my snake? You want to see my pet snake?"
Oh, Lord.
But this young man, I mean, like, it's not like he was doing anything mischievous. He just had to go. And I don't think if he wasn't doing it in front of a lot of people, he was standing behind his mom's car. The first officer, and this was so funny, the first officer was going to let him go. And then when the second officer came, they changed their mind. Like, why? That is silly. But kudos, like I said, kudos to this young man. I hope he don't be traumatized from this, and that his mom get him the assistance that he needs to just know what he did was not wrong. Just next time, I guess go to his mom and ask him, "Mom, I really need to go. Can we find a restaurant somewhere?"
Yeah. I mean, this is very traumatizing to say, young man. I hate to hear about stuff like that. But you know.
Now this story is pathetic. "Quote unquote, where is the chair when you need it?" It's going to piggyback off of the story that we did last week about the chair and the Alabama, I don't want to call it fiasco, extravaganza. It was an extravaganza.
I call it the Montgomery Mollywop.
Right. So Alabama whoop ass session.
Yeah, Alabama ass whooping. That's what we call it.
So a crazed white woman kicks black veteran, alleging he was sitting too close to her at a Louisiana casino. Now, I've been to Louisiana casinos. Those machines are pretty close. I mean, you have a little room between you, but not much. They give you these little stools to sit on. And, I mean, it is what it is. But my thing is, her and her boyfriend just went off on this man. At first, the boyfriend was cool. Did you see the video?
I saw the video.
At first, the boyfriend was cool. You can just tell she was drunk. I'm not gonna put it on that. That's why she acted like that. But you can tell she was a little inebriated. And I don't know if she thought the man was trying to touch her, attack her, feel on her, rob her, whatever. But then her boyfriend, walked up and he was taking care of her. And then in the internet, he just like somebody turned on a light switch in his brain, and then he started going off on the man. And what I didn't like was he was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you recording me?" So she was more upset that he recorded her in the interim, and so was the the boyfriend, because he started saying, "Stop being a little bitch, you fucking nigger." So how do we go from you trying to push her off of me so she can stop hitting and kicking on me to you calling me a nigger? And so when he asked him to repeat what he said, she was like, "No." Like I said, I guess that liquor must have left her brain then, because she's like, "No, he called you Arabian." I seen the video and you can clearly hear what he called him. It's just getting to the point. And then what's so funny, the boyfriend had a shirt on that says, "We the people." Who the people? Who you talking about on your shirt?
Here we go.
Right. It's just like I tell y'all think they don't say it, but it come out their mouth like water run out of a faucet. So smooth, so clean.
Babe, let me ask you a question. What do I always say? The one thing worse than a racist white man is what?
A racist woman.
Have I been wrong yet?
They are showing themselves and I do me up.
And have I been wrong yet?
No, not at all.
Exactly. So.
Not at all. Well, let's put some names right here because I want to put her on blast.
Oh yeah.
The black man, the veteran, I'm gonna get him his title, because that's what I was so upset about, because you can clearly see this man was a veteran and he fought for your freedom, and the best thing you can do is accusing him of touching you, and now you calling him out his name. Ridiculous.
I agree.
But his name is Devon Leslie Jr.
All right.
They were in Bossier City, Louisiana.
Oh man, for real.
Right down the road. We always used to go. Love it. Used to go with my grandmother all the time. Love it. Hit a couple of times while I was down there. Kudos.
Oh man, that's messed up.
And her name is Ashley Bieber Dyson.
What's the boyfriend's name? Is his name up there?
I don't think they have.
It's not on there. Okay, that's all right. It's all right though.
But it's just, I don't know. Like I said, they'll you thinking they're doing the right thing, and then they flip on you like, boop, and then just start calling him a
Mike's
bitch, and then call him a nigger. That's just ridiculous. Hey, Mike, what's up? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's pathetic. And then they'll be like, well, no, what I was trying to do is diffuse the situation. And I mean, it just came out. Yeah, it always just come out just like water.
You know what? They always say that. What really gets to me is this right here. It's the fact that whenever they say that word, they're sorry all of a sudden.
Right. And that this man done. I mean, he's a soldier. He fought for your freedom. You still sorry?
Oh shit, Nash in here. What's up, man?
Hey, Nash, what's up?
Yep.
I was reading some of the comments, and some of the people say, "Well, this is the one." That's why they put that title on it, because he was like, "Where was the chair? The chair needed to come and do some."
The chair needed to come out and do his thing and do the same thing he did in Alabama.
Like he said, a lot of them people was toting the chairs around. Maybe we need to get back to that. Maybe just need to start toting around. So when a situation this happens, like, you may pull this out on you. You want this?
Here's the thing about that though. If they carry the chair around, it's not considered a lethal weapon. It's a chair. Yeah. It's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not a lethal weapon.
Just like I said, it's just getting out of hand. Like they say it like it's nothing. Like,
man,
nigger,
I told you. This has been happening ever since Trump got elected the first time. And it's going to be even worse.
About Trump. Well, you know what? Maybe it is.
It is to a certain extent.
They used to wear their sheets, and now they done took their sheets off, and they just all out in the open.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, they done got bold now.
But hope this man will get some kind of I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to pray to, I was drunk and I didn't know.
Oh, you already know what's going to happen. Oh, you know that's going to happen.
Right.
You know that's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. Where's she got, baby?
Well, this story is kind of weird, but I think I'm going to let you expound on this one because this had you all giddy. Larry Elder applauded for chin checking Charlemagne the God over allowing Joe Biden's anti-black statement on the Breakfast Club. Yeah.
I'm going to say this real quick. Mm-hmm. I'm not a Larry Elder fan by any stretch of the imagination. Mm-hmm. I think he's one of the biggest coons on the planet.
Amen.
But there's an old saying, a broken clock has the right time twice a day.
Twice a day.
Okay. Larry Elder is that broken clock.
Yes, he is.
He had the right time when he put Charlemagne the God in check. Now, let me give you let me give everybody a little bit of a history on that. When Joe Biden was running for president, he got on the Breakfast Club and he said, and I quote, "If you don't vote for me, then you ain't black."
Yep.
End quote.
You said what now?
That's what he said.
What?
Okay, Larry Elder gets on the show. Charlemagne asked him, he said, are you scared of, having, someone giving you your nigga wake up call or whatever? Mm-hmm. Larry Elder flips the script and he said, well, shouldn't you have gotten your nigga wake up call when Joe Biden got on your show and said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black? That shut Charlemagne down.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Again, I'm not a Larry Elder fan. Never have been, never will be. But in this case, he was right.
Can you imagine how your stance is in this world? Everybody know who you are and how you feel about certain things.
Right.
Can you imagine someone coming up to you and telling you that Trump didn't do anything wrong on January 6th? And that he believes that there is no such thing as a wake-up call. And he believes that there is no such thing as racism. And he believes that black people need to wake up because we're living in the greatest world in the land. And then he turn around and flip the switch on you and tell you, well, you know what? You don't.
Again, like I said, a broken clock has the right time twice a day.
Now, this whole time, you think he been cooning, and then he flipping
up,
back on you. Like,
yeah.
You could be a little cool too, sir.
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole point right there.
Oh, my God, that is crazy. I always, like I said, Breakfast Club have this morning show that come on, and they're pretty much like, look what we doing now, talking about the headline news. And some of the things Charlamagne say, I do be like, oh my God, Charlamagne, stop being a coon.
Oh, yeah.
And then some things I agree with, but yeah, when I saw this, I was like,
Chin check moment. Chin check moment. I told you, man.
And then he tried to get out of it, try to, talk his way out of it. I was like, no, there's nothing you can say, so he got you.
Yeah, he got you, man. When Larry Elder gets you, man, something's wrong.
And this makes me go back to what I say. Some of these people we think are coons, they're just pretending. I think they're trying to get as much of those coins as they can.
No, Larry Elder's a coon.
I don't know.
No, Larry
Elder's a coon. For him to just, and it came out like this has been something he's been wanting to say for a while.
Well, here's the thing about it. Like I said, a broken clock is right twice a day. This is one of those times when he's actually right. Because think about this for a second. In Florida, when Ron DeSantis, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, he said something. He was trying to take Black history completely out of the schools. He said slavery wasn't as bad as people said it was. That's what he said. A lot of those conservatives, Tim Scott included, said, nah, Ron, you ain't right on that. So it's not the fact that they're playing a role. They're not playing a role. A lot of them really are coons. Because Larry Elder's one of them. He's been a coon for a long time. I don't
know. It's just like I said. Just listen to how he said it. Like,
well, he said it because he was right.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think no aide told him this. I think it's something he knows.
He was right.
Unless he know that Charlamagne the God is a coon. He trying to let us know that he a coon. Trying to be like,
Charlamagne the God does teeter on the coon.
Expose you, sir. Yeah. You a coon just like I am.
Yeah, Charlamagne the God does coon and teeter on that coon train, just a little bit.
And whoever this McKeevy was on the show, asked him, have you ever heard the term Ian wake up call me and nigga wake up call? Yeah. And Elder said, no.
He's lying.
Right.
You know that's a lie.
You know he done got all kind of letters in the mail.
You know that's a lie.
But that was, if you haven't seen the video, Google that. It's
oh man, I laughed my ass off when I heard about it. When I heard about it, I'm like, oh shit, Larry Elder? Because I heard about it from Tariq Nasheed. Shout out to Tariq. And so I went back and listened to it myself and I go, oh shit, Larry Elder chin checked him. Seriously.
Norman, he's very talkative, but that day he kind of got real quiet.
He shut the hell up.
He meaning Charlamagne the God.
Oh yeah, Charlamagne shut the hell up.
Well, sometimes it takes those ones to shut you down. You be like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. I thought it was funny.
Right. Well, he what they say? He gonna learn today.
For sure.
But he'll still be one. So moving on.
For sure.
The next story is I don't know.
Is it one of those?
Yeah.
What happened?
Quote unquote deep disappointment. The judge declares mistrial in case against two white men who chased and shot at black FedEx worker as he delivered packages in Mississippi neighborhood. Back in January of 2022.
I remember that story. We talked about it.
Yeah, a black young man. He wasn't in his FedEx truck because his FedEx truck broke down. FedEx rented him a truck, but it had U-Haul roll all on the truck.
Yeah.
So he was going down this street trying to deliver packages, and he turned around this lady driveway and backed out. So the lady driveway that he turned around in was these two white men's mother's home. So I don't know what they thought he was doing in this lady's driveway, so they choose to get in their car and start chasing the young man, and then they shot at the young man.
Right.
Why these young men, I'm not even calling young men, why these people is not going to get charged, I have no idea. First, like, you violate this man's civil right. You don't know what he was doing. He was on the job. He was screaming to them, I'm delivering packages. But you chose to shoot at him?
What?
Unbelievable.
I agree.
Unbelievable.
I agree.
And how in the hell is that a mistrial? But the mistrial come because they said that the police officer failed to present enough evidence. Like the evidence was kind of like distorted or something.
It wasn't distorted. They just left it out.
What they say? It was lost in the evidence room.
No. Yeah. Pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
I don't understand. The young man name that worked for FedEx is Demetrio Gibson.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the dad's name. The son and dad name is Gregory Charles Case and Brandon Case.
Yeah.
They look a hot mess.
Oh man, yeah. They like they call you niggas to look at you.
Absolutely.
I saw them.
Absolutely. So that's why I was trying to do my homework on, but I didn't have enough time.
Right.
When it's a mistrial, that means they can't be tried again, right?
They can
And
be
so
tried
this young
again.
man won't get any kind of justice.
Well, they can be tried again if some evidence comes up.
If it comes, that's what I'm saying. It's not been lost.
If it comes up,
Yeah.
because that evidence mysteriously didn't show up in court. So they know somebody in the police force. Let's just put it like that.
They just picking us off one by one, and now nothing's getting done about it. This is crazy.
It's a modern day lynching. I'm telling you. Luckily, they didn't kill that man.
Yeah, because he could have had a wreck trying to get away from them.
Yeah.
He could have slammed into somebody trying to get away from them. And here's another story. So we're going to flip the switch on that story. Remember the 5 black officers who beat to death Tyree Nichols?
Yeah.
They're having some of their cases drop, which I don't understand why.
What?
These 5 officers are coming up for court here clearly. I think it's going to be sometime in September. So a lot of people are thinking that they might get off of this. I'm having a hard time with this story.
What do I always say? They got the complexion with the connection for the protection.
But these are black men who beat up a black man. This is black on black crime. But my thing is,
no, it's blue on black crime. They were cops.
that's why I say, yeah, they're police. So that's what I was just going to say. So just because they're black, they still wear that blue suit.
Yeah.
And so why are you dropping these charges? So it's like, he's gone. He's dead. So clearly something happened to him. Is that not justifiable for something?
Right.
So just because you have on that blue suit,
but the uniform is shit.
well, all I gotta say is they have not said. I know their trial is coming up sometime in September. I hope we don't drop the ball on this one. I hope they don't get off. I hope none of these cases for Tyree is dropped. I hope we get some kind of justice for this young man.
I can pretty much guarantee
like I said before, he is gone.
I can pretty much guarantee you that if they would have beat a white boy up like that, they would have been under the jail.
They would be in jail.
Oh, no doubt.
Never get
That's
a
my
job.
whole point.
Probably will never get out of jail. In there for life.
And see, that's what I mean by they're under illusion of inclusion. See, the person that they killed was a black person, but if it had been a white person, that blue uniform wouldn't have been shit.
And the first thing that popped in my mind, God forgive me for thinking this is what I thought. They probably like, well, that's good. Black on black crime. They kill each other anyway.
Right, exactly.
That's the first thing I thought. Because why would you drop these charges? Any other charge these people have, you don't know what. I've heard they were some dirty cops anyway.
I heard that too.
So why would you drop any of these charges? And I hope and pray they do not drop the charges for Tyree because he needs some justice.
I agree.
He needs some justice, but
I agree.
like you said, it's that old suit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that old suit. I just don't.
That's how cops think. A lot of those black cops, they think that way. KRS-One did a song called Black Cop, and he pretty much talks about that very same thing in his song Black Cop. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I'm not surprised.
Well, I'm going to end the MTP news of stories with this ridiculous story. Black conservatives go after Florida education vendor staffer who said black people have, quote, never been told no before and are, quote unquote, coddled by society.
What?
Now, of course, this is in Florida. We always got to end with a good old Florida story, right? And the person who said this is named Aldo Butazani. First of all, you ain't even from here. Let's just start there.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah, there you go right there.
You probably don't even know no black people.
Why is it... Let me ask you a question, babe, before you continue. Mm-hmm. Why is it that it's always non-black people that got their nose in black folks' business?
And that's what I'm saying. You probably don't even know none. You probably didn't live by none, know none, nothing. You probably just seen them. Because the reason said, because he took some heat from this. And he said the reason why this story came up because there was a flash mob of some black kids in a store. And they, got chin checked on it. And he felt like every time they get into something or something happened to him, they pull the race card. I'm going to put what he had put on, which I call it now X. It's not Twitter anymore, right? It's called X. He said, black people are so used to being coddled by society that anytime they're reprimanded, they can't help but perceive it as a racially motivated. First of all, they don't even make sense. It's the society equivalent of never disciplining a child.
What?
They've never been told no before. Let me tell you how many times I've been told no before.
Hold on for a second. Let me respond to that real quick.
Right.
Let me respond to that real quick.
Yo, mama.
You know,
Plain and simple.
for
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
That's
'Cause,
basic.
You know, because he has no
basic.
clue to what he's talking about. Because black people are not coddled.
And then he tried to come back and clarify when people started getting on that egg. He had like over 1,000 replies to his little statement. And he said that his remarks didn't apply to, quote, every black person, but to, quote, many young people who pull the race card when it doesn't apply. Many young people today across races aren't told no enough, and when they are, they're quick to scream victimhood instead of taking personal accountability. I was articulated with my generalization, but I stand by the overall point. Take your point and shove it up your...
Uh-oh.
Or you want to keep it hood. I'm like Cat Will. I keep trying shit. Okay, that's not work. I keep trying shit. Okay, you got to keep trying. I have never been coddled. And I've been told no many, many times. So miss me with this. And I hope you don't get no county election, whatever you're running for.
Let me ask some people in the chat room. Mike, Marvin, I know for a fact that y'all agree with me on this one, man. Don't y'all think that white folks and other people always sticking their nose in black folks' business and need to shut the hell up?
You know, and then when you get called
I'm just
on
saying.
When you get called on it, you try to do your explanation sound even stupider. And I know that's not a word, but I'm going to use it.
Right.
It's asinine. I don't understand. I just coddled.
Nah.
Name one person.
Nah,
name one black person that's been coddled by society. This here society that we live in on August 20, 2023.
Exactly.
Even a coon sometimes gotta be. You be like, damn, should I still be a coon? They be questioning, should they still be a coon?
Exactly.
They be coddled by some, but not all.
For sure.
And then he gonna try to flip it. Well, I'm just talking about, no, you said what you said.
Yeah, you said what you said in your minute.
Stand
by it. Stand by it.
And again, by your last name, you're not from here, Aldo.
Nah, he ain't from here, man. He's from Florida. More likely than not, he's probably a Cuban.
That's all I just want to say. He probably crossed that water. You know, so I don't know what I said. And you always say they get over here and they change their perception like they are. You are not white, sir.
See, Mike agrees with me. He said, yeah, they do that. Yeah, they always sticking their nose in black folks' business. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Whatever you're trying to do, I hope you get it. But, you know, sometimes you just got to take a stance on some things. You just can't fall for the masses.
Yeah.
But I do agree with what this one Twitter follower said. He said, "Can we stop painting an entire community of people with such a broad brush for shock value?
Yeah.
That's not how we grow our movement.
Right.
This is no different than when the left accuses every white person of being complicit in white supremacy. Love it." I think there are some good white people. I don't think every white person is from this position.
No. I would never say that.
But they lump all of us in one group.
Oh, yeah. One black person do it, we all do it.
Exactly.
Just like when OJ was doing his thing, man, he would run away from, when him and Ron, no, not Ron, Al, his partner Al, when they was riding around there in their Bronco, man. It's like Paul Moody said, if they chase one of us, they chase us all.
Right.
And that's exactly what's going on with OJ. But yeah, you're right. They lump us in a big pile, and everybody else, oh, he was just a lone wolf.
Right. Mm-hmm. Now how you're gonna? What I related this story to, all those people that was on the front and center stage on January 6th. Why are they getting charged individually?
You know what? I've been wondering that since those trials, which are still going on.
We all come in that courtroom and change one behind each other. They send us all at the same time. Why are these people getting sentenced one by one?
That's a good question.
Because they was all doing the same thing. They was all there to either hurt Nancy Pelosi, hurt Biden, hurt the vice president, what's his name, kill Pence. They were trying to kill Pence.
Yeah.
They was all in old girl office putting their feet up, taking her mail. They was all there to do something detrimental because of Trump's speaking.
Yep.
So why are they all getting charged individually? They should be all in a room together and the book thrown at them.
I agree.
Consecutively.
Yeah,
But again, with us, we're all lumped together. We all get the same thing, life. You know, but then they be like, okay, we'll give you 1 year, we'll give you probation. That's just, to me, that's taking up taxpayers' time.
I agree with you on that, because I was just about to say that all the guys that are being charged in that particular sedition are getting charged with like slaps on the wrist. They're not really getting charged with anything. They get charged, what, 18 months here, 3 years there.
Right. I think that, like we said before on the podcast, the longest one was a black man.
Yeah.
And he didn't even really do anything. You know, I don't remember seeing him in Nancy Pelosi and stealing lectures and stealing mail and sitting in her desk like he belonged there.
Let me say this about brother, man. The funny part about that, and you read this yourself, and you thought I was lying when I said this. He said, I ain't black, I'm Republican.
Right. And
you remember that?
They showing you, too.
And they showing you, no, nigga, you black. That's exactly what they pretty much
go
told
to
him.
that Democratic line or somewhere else, but not here.
They don't care. They don't care. They don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. You still a nigga to them. And that's exactly what he learned.
Right.
He got his nigga wake up call.
Exactly. He got it. Well, that wraps up this week's MTP News.
Yeah, buddy.
Back to you, Conrad.
Let's get to the subject of the matter, man. Let's get back to Mr. Trump here. Let me put it back up. All right.
First question at hand, Mr. Reggio. Question of the day.
Okay.
How many times has Donald Trump been indicted?
4 and counting. That's the whole point.
Jesus.
4 and counting.
That's a
they're
shame.
gonna bring some more charges on him. You know that, right?
That's a shame.
They're working on it now.
Well, I must admit, Miss Annie.
Oh, let me put a picture up here. The judge. I got a picture up here.
The one who's pulling all these charges against him, Annie. What's her name?
Oh, you mean the prosecutor?
The prosecutor. She just didn't get him. She got 18 of his little playmates too. She done put them all off the swings in the slides and told y'all need to come on. Take these felonies.
I'm getting ready to put a picture of Trump's bathroom up there. All those classified files in those boxes, just sitting in a damn bathroom.
Yep, I think he had, like I said, somebody go through there, take pictures, and now he has somebody going through them. Okay, we got something on him. Because this man should be under the jail by now.
I agree.
He should be under the jail. Paul Giuliani, I don't even know what to say about that man. This man was once considered one of the best mayors in the world. And now you hanging out with Trump, and now you have you finna go to jail and get your booty just told up.
Let me say this about Mayor Giuliani. Giuliani was the one that instituted that stop and frisk. Okay, so with him talking that, and it was mostly black people that got stopped and frisked in New York.
But they still consider him a good mayor, though.
And they consider him a good mayor because they could have been fucking with white folks. Okay, it was mostly blacks and Puerto Ricans that was getting harassed over there in New York. They did.
I really did.
They did because they got the complexion with the connection for the protection. I've always said it, and I'll continue to say that.
But Miss Fanny said, Come on, I love you. Come on, get it. Come on, bring your backpacks. Come on, you gotta go.
Yeah.
I just, like I said before, I just don't think if this was someone else, it would have gotten up to 4.
Oh man, come on.
We would, sometimes people be already sitting in jail, and they would say, okay, we've seen that you did this or two, so they tax some more time onto their time. That should be happening to Trump. He should already be sitting in jail somewhere, and they're putting Trump on top of the charge that they already have on him. But this man is out here walking willy-nilly, like nothing has happened. This week is the big Iowa caucus thingy where you can, I said thingy, the big Iowa caucus where you go in there and, go against each other and tell them why you should really run for presidency. And from my understanding, how is he supposed to do that and turn himself in?
Mike raised a really good point in the chat room. He said, what good would it do to indict the man, but he never gets put in jail?
Exactly.
I agree with you, Mike.
Exactly.
Mike, I agree with you 100%, bro.
4 times.
I agree with you.
After
4
that
times.
first time, he should be gone.
Yeah.
Second time, definitely gone. But we're up to 4.
You're up to 4 indictments now. Yeah, you're right. He should have been in jail.
41 counts.
Yeah.
41?
41 charges. The one that got me was voter fraud.
Yeah. Well, he can hear him on the phone. I need about 11,000 more. And I need that from the Georgia. Oh, my God. I don't know. like I said, did y'all not hear what I heard on that phone call? First of all, he needs some nasal medicine. First of all, I know I need some. He definitely needs some. But he was pretty much telling you, I need so many votes so I can get this election. And that voter fraud.
That's voter fraud, man. Because he tried to rig the machines and everything. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Yep. That's definitely voter fraud. But I gotta put the sister up here. The judge.
Oh yeah, I heard that judge was elected by Obama, and I heard she don't play.
Man, this judge right here, this sister right here,
not play.
Yeah,
so that's
buddy.
Gonna be a very interesting. I hope they put on. You think they'll put it on TV?
They probably will.
I hope they do, because I will try to look at it every day. But that's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah.
First of all, will he? I bet he probably gonna hurt himself so he ain't gotta show up.
Well, here's the thing about it. You know what? Let's talk about that for a second. When he did get fingerprinted and everything, what happened to him afterwards?
He left out and went on the campaign trail. One time he left out and went on the campaign trail. This last time he went to somebody's wedding.
He sure did.
He'd be like, did you just leave jail? Got out of jail. Not got out of jail. He left the jail, the precinct, because he wasn't even in jail, and went to somebody he knew wedding and told, you make such a beautiful bride. I'm glad I'm able to attend. Yeah. But yeah, this judge right here.
That sister ain't playing. Yeah. Judge Tanya. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she ain't playing, boy. Mm-hmm. She ain't playing. But here's the thing about that, though. There was a story out of a white lady threatening her life. Remember that?
I know. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, talking about we know where you live, call all kinds of niggas. And this judge has said she's been called nigger more times during this trial than any other time in her lifetime.
Ridiculous. Unbelievable. But like I said before, I hope she stand true. I know it's hard. They threatening you, threatening your family, threatening your livelihood. But sister, if you can, just hold on. Stay strong. Stay strong. Because you know they gonna come with the heat. From you, your family, everywhere, where they gonna come with the heat. Oh. I hope she just stands true in her conviction and show her that enough is enough.
For sure.
And it gonna run through me, and I'm gonna throw down the gavel today.
No doubt.
It got to. This gonna have to stop. Oh, but like I said before, this is gonna be the worst situation. That I know a lot of people do stuff for giggles, because I still say that's how Trump got in office the first time. Because somebody was like, he's not gonna never get. I'm just gonna punch his name just because he ended up winning. Now, if this man get in office again for a second term,
he will.
And like I said before, this man don't need to be the president of the country. He damn sure don't need to be the president for the Hair Club for Men. So if you can't be the Hair Club for Men president, you think he needs to be the president of our country again? Because what did you do the first term? Well, like I said, when he was in office, bread wasn't high, eggs wasn't high, gas was what it was. We got a little break in payroll, but he was still considered a buffoon.
He was.
So what are you trying to accomplish this term? What more can you do? I think this time when he get in there, he gonna wreak a lot of havoc.
I agree.
I really do. I think he gonna try to do a lot of get backs. I really do. I think he gonna probably remember that time I tried to come to you, but okay, here you go, boom. But I think him and old boy, what is it? Putin?
Oh,
who's his best friend?
That's his homie.
I think that, yeah.
You know, it's his homie.
Yeah,
his homie.
I think
that's his homie.
I think they finna come up with something so massive you be like, oh.
Exactly.
It's gonna hurt us.
Oh yeah.
I really do.
Oh yeah.
But look. You mean to tell me that the best lineup we have is Trump for a second term, DeSantis.
Call him what he is.
And then
Tim Scott. Those are the choices for the Republican Party.
And they are determined, because they've made this known, they are determined to put a Republican back in office.
Oh, yeah, it's going to happen.
And those are the top three?
It's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Because think about this for a second. Sleepy Joe, I call him Jim Crow Joe. Sleepy Jim Crow Joe ain't doing a damn thing. I told y'all, when he was first being elected, I told everybody on this very same podcast, my wife can back me up. Y'all think Trump was bad? Wait a minute. Did I lie?
I really don't. The most, like I said, I look at my news shows. And, these reporters be asking Joe about different stuff that's happening around the world. different things that's happening in the world, and this man barely give 2-word statements. But when you talk about messing with his son and that cocaine charge, he has a whole book that he's reading off of. So this man's like, I'm just gonna break it down to what I thought he said. They asked him a question about his son. Joe Biden probably pretty much said, "Stop fucking with my son.
Pretty much.
Leave him alone. He's doing the best he can do. He done did his time. Leave him alone." But when we asked him about why bread is high and eggs is high and why there is a high rise of COVID-19 again, he was like, well, we'll just have, we'll, you know.
Oh, I got a better one. Ask him about reparations. You know, he really saw it. Well,
he'll never say nothing about reparations.
Exactly. He says absolutely nothing. When people ask the question, he says absolutely nothing about it.
And like you asked him, so hey, what do you think about the state of this country? Well, we're doing the best, but when it's talking about his son, he just started ratting. I mean, I can get that. That's a parent, yeah. And most parents are going to protect theirs at any cost. But you're supposed to be pretty much like our father of this country, so you're not going to protect us at all.
For sure.
You know, it's like, oh my God. Yeah. So we see you have a favorite.
Oh, of course, man. Of course. Want to open these phone lines, baby?
Yes, sir.
All right, the phone lines are open. Hold on, let me put the number up, y'all. Let me put the number up so everybody can see it. I'll even give you a number just in case you're just listening and not viewing it. Hold on. Let me get y'all taken care of. Oh, wrong screen. Okay, the number is 469-522-9103. So 469-522-9103. So call in. Mike, call in, brother. I told you to call in earlier. So call in. And after that, Nash, you can call in, bro. I want to hear both of y'all. So, but anyway. Yeah, it's going to be a trip, man. That's all I got to say about that. Because those are the choices. Those are the choices. For the Republican Party. I'm not going to vote for either one of them, but that's just me. I mean, I haven't heard anybody from the Democrat side or the Republican side I like.
I don't even know who's running for the Democratic side.
That's a good question.
I think Pence said he want to throw his arm, and I don't know why. I'd be so scared of y'all. I wouldn't do nothing for you. I'd be like, you know what? I got out of here with my life the first term. Let me go and sit down somewhere and take this retirement.
You know what?
Who is running for Democrat? Anybody
notable?
We're speaking of, yeah.
Well,
Google that, because now that you say that,
I really don't know.
I'm so worried about the Republicans. I don't know who.
I really don't know. I know that Joe Biden was supposed to be running for another term, I know he's not.
That's why I ain't brought him up.
No, man. No,
that's why I said they ain't gonna let him back in there at all. And I do mean at all. They are tired of, like you said, they tired of Sleepy Joe. President Joe Biden. Okay, here's a woman, Marianne Williamson. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Nah, he's not gonna get it for what he said earlier.
If he wins, he'll win strictly on his name.
That's why I said his last name. Mm-hmm. He probably ain't worth nothing. Is that it? Those are the only 3?
That's it. That's for the Democrats.
Wait a minute, let me go back. Is that it?
That it for the Democrats?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Here's some more. Hold on. Oh, that's right. Oh no, that's it. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Hold on,
10,
Mike's
11,
calling.
12. Okay.
Yo, Mikey, what's up, man?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. What's on your mind, Mike? I know you got something good for me.
Oh, my goodness. Y'all talk about some very interesting stuff, man. So, brother Dion, how you doing, brother? I'm just listening to this podcast, and it's
Mike.
amazing
It's a
what's really going on with all this stuff nowadays. The Trump thing, bro, like I said, man, what good would it do to indict somebody like that and this brother never go to jail? And I started thinking, well, maybe because he's white rich. But then again, I started thinking white privilege is just refuse to leave, man.
Yeah.
They gonna always be around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, most definitely. So it's kind of crazy how, we look at this from this perspective. And I kept thinking about Obama at the time. I was like, what if it had been Obama had this?
Baby, you know.
Oh, come
on now.
In the system.
Oh, come on, Mike. You know good and well. If that was Obama, man, he would have been thrown under the jail.
Oh yeah, under the jail, man. But it just go to show you, and just like when you was talking about the business, white folk being in your business too much.
Oh man, yeah.
I don't know what that's about, but I think it's because they realize that black folk is talented, and that's just one of my reasons. Because why else would you want to be? I know white people talk a lot and they know they folks in their own way.
Yeah.
But when it comes to us, it's like a different story, man. I mean, you already find ways to bring us down. You fire us when we say the wrong things. There's always that act will, law that they have now. You walk in on time, they fire you. You walk in late, they fire you. You say good morning, they fire you. They find a reason to get rid of you when they don't want to pay you. And when,
man, yeah.
They're having a bad day.
I
So
agree.
I said, why not give them a taste of their own damn medicine? Maybe they'll slow down and stop this whole thing with the black people. So, I don't know. I just think it's interesting that, this stuff is still lingering. And to me, like my daddy used to talk about, he said, man, ain't new enough at making money. It's to generate money.
Yeah.
Talking about this shit. Because you shouldn't want to keep this man out. And then he's bringing up, dirt on these other folks, and they're afraid he might, squeal and start, blowing the whistle on some of them. That's probably why they doing what they doing by letting them linger so long.
Right.
I'm just waiting until he turns himself in, see if he's gonna do that, or if his lawyer's gonna get him off.
He gonna get off.
Well,
all the other time, he gonna get off.
Well, you already know he wants to delay his indictment to 2026. Have you heard that, Mike?
Once he's in office,
Yeah.
and then once he's in office,
they
he can pardon himself. That's why.
Exactly. I know it.
He can pardon himself.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what he's going to do.
Well, let me ask you while you're on the phone, Michael. What do y'all think about when he started using the word riggers? Y'all know what riggers mean,
He's kind of going in and out a little bit.
What do you think? What do you think about him using the word riggers? You heard him. He said he was using the word riggers. I'm thinking he want to say niggas, because he didn't start using the word riggers until Miss Fanny brought all these charges against him.
Oh, come on.
Well, when you're back up against the wall, what do?
Yeah,
I think that is blatant racism, and it's kind of violent because he has a capacity to have a whole lot of people follow what he say, and he out here calling these antics of hers, because he don't believe what she's saying. He just says they're rigging, so he calling them riggers. I think he trying to be insulting because she's a black woman. The other lady from New York who brought the charges against him was black. The other young man who brought the charges against him was black, and the best word you can find is riggers, because he said they're rigging cases against him. Okay then.
Well,
okay.
I don't know. It remains to be seen.
Exactly, Mike. Exactly.
About that, it remains to be seen, man.
He gonna have a bunch of people behind him like it was the first time.
Of course.
And he gonna get in there again.
Can
you imagine, Michael? Can you imagine our president sitting in a jail cell running the country? Sitting in a jail cell.
You kind of going in and out.
Can you imagine our president sitting in a jail cell running the country?
Oh, I know you should imagine it. It's already a big problem. Imagine about. That shit gonna always be, man.
That's sad.
So
it's sad.
Well, let me ask you this, Michelle. How you deeply feel as a woman of America, American-married woman, working, educated. How do you deeply feel about it?
It's like I said last week. I don't know. I'm disappointed. Like I said, I was all for Kamala when she did the stomping in the Timbs with the pearls, and I really thought we as women was coming together. We are coming together. We are trying to change things, but as a black woman, I just feel like they beating our men down. They're beating our black men down so bad. And like we said on the show before, a lot of our black men, some are standing up, but some are just conforming to the masses. And it's like, we really don't have any true leaders like our Malcolms and our MLKs and our who the one who just had a birthday the other day, Marcus Garvey.
Yeah, Marcus Garvey.
We don't have who. How many black men now can step into those shoes today.
Other than Farrakhan, I can't think of anybody.
That's why I shouted out Freddie Haynes the other day, because he's going to take over Jesse Jackson's presidents of the
NAACP, right?
The Rainbow Coalition.
Yeah.
But other than that, who else can we speak highly of that can step in those shoes and, for a lack of a better word, lead us to the promised land? And so me as a woman, I know I'm a rider. I'm a ride or die. You can ask this man right here.
For sure.
But I don't feel that I have nobody that I like to get behind and support. I know people have their reservations about Obama, but when Obama was in office, he didn't have all these stories come up about him with women and laundering money and frauding around. He didn't have nothing like that. Yeah, people have people have their reservation toward him about how he ran the country. Right. But in his defense, after I saw his story on Netflix, he didn't have many people behind him in Congress. They put that man in there to satisfy us because we kept saying we want a black person, or we need a black man, or we need a black man. They were like, okay, give him one, and they did it. And then we were electing him again for 8 years. I think that's it. I said, we see another black man in office anytime soon, it will surprise me. So again, as a black woman, I feel nothing. I'm numb. And that's why I was saying last week when we did the show on the state of Black America, what is it? Because I couldn't even answer that question because I don't know. Right. I mean, we did a show, some questions was asked and answered, but I'm still like, we got a long way to go. And that's sad to say that we have a long way to go, even though it's been 400 plus years. I feel like we're not there yet. And it's really sad. It is really sad. Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about being a black woman being called a nigger?
Oh, that's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Let me put this on your mind real quick. You're educated, you work hard, you're supported. But then, no matter what you do, they still gonna see. No matter what they try to achieve, they still gonna be ridiculed. They still gonna be downrated. They still gonna be misused, misled, abused, and everything else.
Oh yeah, I saw this story the other day. I don't know if you know who Sukihana is. She's this little one hit wonder rapper, and she went over to across the pond to England, talking about this her first time in England, and she said she came to get her booty ate and her pussy scratched. I saw an article the other day. This lady said, I don't care how many letters you have behind your name, how many degrees you have on your wall, we're all being looked at as a Sukihana.
Yep.
I'd be exactly damn. It. As long as I went to school, I'd be lumped in the category with someone like a Sukihana.
That's true.
I cannot.
It's a true statement.
And I will not.
It's a true statement.
But that's how they look. That's how America look at black women, that we're all like Cardi B, Sukianas, and whoever else. But we're not. It's some of us out here who are true women, who are trying to be upstanding citizens. I'm not trying to compare myself to a white woman. I will never compare myself to a white woman.
No comparison.
But I have my self-standards as well. No doubt. You will not lump me in a category like that at all. But they do. This is what we just saying a while ago. White people be chosen or talked about individually. Yeah. Black people be lumped together. And it's not fair.
Yep.
So as a black woman, I'm disgusted. I'm not gonna lie. And calling me a nigger, no. I'd rather go to jail and be someone's girlfriend, and y'all come and sending me money on my books and I start smoking cigarettes to keep my nerves calm before I let somebody stand and blatantly call me a nigger, call me a fat bitch, call me a black bitch, call me a black nigger, you fat nigger. I'm not gonna stand for it. And please don't spit on me.
Oh hell no. That's a good.
They getting a bad thing that now they're spitting on you.
Yep.
So I don't think I can put up with it.
But I'm glad that you responded.
That's how I feel. You would not know. My mother, our mother, you and I share the same. Our mother, and especially our grandmother Ethel and our great grandmother Molly, they taught me better than that. And I still hold true to those morals to this day. That's why I remember Granny Ethel Reed used to tell me all the time. She said, When a white person in the room or you walk into a room, don't you ever look down. Because that's what they had to do. They had to look down. They couldn't look me in the eye. But when I get on the elevator, I look straight in. And if they don't speak, I speak for it. Good morning. How are you? Good afternoon. I do not drop my head at all. And I mean it. And I hold true to that. Just on the strength of them, my ancestors who taught me that.
Yep.
So no, I don't think I'm better than them. They're not better than me. I know we're not equal because you will never look at me as an equal.
That's true.
But I'm not gonna be less than either, and I'm not gonna treat myself as less than.
Yep.
So if you choose to call me a nigga, but like I said before the Alabama ass whooping, I used to say, let's just don't give that word any power. Like if someone call you a nigger, just be like, okay, and because they're trying to use that to degrade you. But now after this Alabama whoop ass, I concur. You just don't let nobody stand and tell you like that. Don't call you out your name like that because they think they hurting you.
Yep.
And sometimes some actions need to receive a reaction.
That's true. Law of physics.
That's how it go.
Now you know why I married your sister, right, Mike? You see that now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely.
You don't let nobody.
I think about, anybody and successful and doing good and moving forward. It's amazing how that word still affects us today. Mm-hmm. And I mean, no matter what we do as men and black women, that word is almost like a beauty mark or something that just won't fade away, man. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why I ask you, how do you feel? And you got your husband now to support you on this thing, but at the same time, we as black men, we still have to learn to adjust and be strong when the word is brought to our attention.
Correct.
Because we're already a statistic already, man.
Yeah.
We go through enough already.
Absolutely.
Just being us. Let alone black men.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be called that word today, it still affects people. No matter how many degrees you have on your wall, that word alone still affects people. Mm-hmm.
Well,
and that's sad that we're in 2023 and we still let that word affect us.
Yeah.
Well, let me piggyback off what you just said, Mike. In this house alone, we have 4 degrees in this house. She has 3 to my 1. Okay?
Yep.
And I can honestly tell you right now that if anybody was to ever call me a nigga, as Afrocentric as I am, and plus me being the martial artist, it's going to be some hands and feet flying, plain and simple. And
exactly.
And I'm the kind of person, and if somebody calls my wife a nigga in my presence, y'all be sending, you be putting money on my books too, plain and simple.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let that fly.
But do you really know the true definition of a nigger?
It's a lazy person.
Is a lazy person. You don't know me from Adam to call me lazy. A lazy, ignorant person. You don't know me. You don't know me to put that title on me. That's why at first I was saying, just don't think nothing about it. If you know you're not lazy, you know you're not ignorant, why you let it touch you? But now it's getting down, just like we did that story earlier. They just say it like it's saying hello.
Yeah.
And it's getting out of hand. They think they hurting you. So you think you hurt me, I'm finna hurt you. Sometimes it results in violence, if you want to consider that violence. Or sometimes it is what it is.
Get that chair.
You know what I'm saying?
Get that chair.
I understand. Like at first when I saw, okay, now you're on the phone. What did you think about the Alabama situation?
Oh yeah, I want to hear you on that, Mike. We talked about that last week.
What'd you say?
What you think about that Alabama butt kicking that happened a couple of weeks ago?
It's a sad situation. It's a sad story to me, man. That doesn't make any sense anymore. It's just giving them a reason to put hands on folks. I agree
to a certain extent, but in my personal opinion, Mike, I think that was necessary because that man was just doing his job.
Yep.
All they had to do was move the damn boat.
Right, exactly.
That's all they had to do was move the boat. It would never escalate to what it was. But they didn't want to do what a black man told them to do. So that's when everything kind of like went awry. But I'm glad the brother defended himself, plain and simple.
And to keynote off of that story,
you gotta defend yourself nowadays because
exactly.
See how easy it is to want to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But to piggyback off that story, we reported that Reggie was in jail. I'm glad to report he's not in jail.
Oh, he's out?
And they charged 4 white people. I don't think no black people has been charged.
Good.
Yeah. And like I said, I know. At first, when I was looking at it, I just think, "Oh Lord, another fight." But then when I started looking at it and I heard different stories on it, for some reason, I was sitting up here cheesing like Chester Cheetah. I was saying, "Get him, hit him again." There you go, because it's time. Like I said, we put down these guns and start fighting with our fists. You'll never win.
There you go.
You will never win because you think you're. And now they're trying to say, "Well, we was drunk and we didn't know what we were doing." But from my understanding, they always act like this. This is not their first altercation,
right,
with a black person,
right.
And the first thing they do is throw around the N-word and think we supposed to be like, "Okay, then you call me a nigga, go ahead and keep your boat there." No, sir. I need to keep my job. If my job is to move these boats, we're gonna move these boats.
That's right.
But no, I just Have anybody ever called you a nigga, Mike? I've never asked you that before, I don't think.
Yeah.
Did you hear me? Ask the question. I don't think you can hear me.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Your sister just asked, has anybody ever called you a nigga? She never asked you that before.
I got to the point where when I was playing football, man, it all started back in '86. When we were playing football, and our head coach, he just used that word. It just opened, because he was a white coach in a black school, and some of the guys felt that it wasn't suitable for him to say that, no matter if he was coaching, black kids or not.
Right.
Everything, winning ball games, and he was an awesome coach, Rapper Taylor. And it just mind-boggled me that no matter what the situation is, that's why I was talking about the effectiveness of that word. And today, that's been, over 30 years ago, man.
Right.
Way over 30 years ago.
Right.
And that's amazing. Somebody call me that nowadays, as long as I know who I am, it really doesn't faze me anymore.
Yeah.
It really doesn't faze me anymore. But if you come in my face, spitting that in my face, I'm just like you. I'm willing to catch a case.
But look what he said, 1986.
You trying to downrate me? I mean, if you don't, you got to get to know the man in order to understand, to be able to say stuff like that.
Yep.
But then if you do know that person, it's a line of respect nowadays. Because you don't hear black folk go around just openly talking about honky and crack all the time.
Right.
Of course not.
Exactly.
But this word nigga is so common now that even white people who listen to rap music using that word.
Mm-hmm.
They're singing along with these rappers. Why these rappers got to be careful what they say.
I've always said that.
They think if the rappers say it,
it's okay for him to say it.
Okay.
Right, it's okay for him to say it. And I can tell you right now, Mike, and my friend Marvin can tell you, man, back when I was a rapper, I never said the word nigga. I don't say it now in conversation. I say it trying to prove a point like I'm doing right now, but as far as me saying the word just in general, no. My wife will tell you that. She'll tell you, I don't call people niggas in the conversation.
Yeah.
I don't. I just don't.
Wow.
I'm trying to bring it up, but yeah.
Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what I want? I would like Mr. Dion to comment on that. I want to hear somebody.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna get him on the phone soon. I get him out the. Oh yeah. We'll get him on. We'll get him on.
I want to get this girl on the phone, and I like the face like this and hear other people's opinion on how they feel.
Absolutely.
Because, and he, I'm pretty sure whatever he got on his heart maybe can help us all out.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Nash be coming with them jewels.
Oh yeah.
Nash be coming with it.
He be coming with it.
I mean, I want to get off now and then let this brother have some knowledge, spit some knowledge to us and everything, because I just want to hear some other people, what they got to say and what they think on these topics.
Well, I'm glad you called in. Good to have you to call in.
Y'all know I love you much, man.
Love you too.
I still got my ear to the phone. I got Kimberly listening too.
Oh, cool. Hey, Kimberly.
So, yeah.
Okay. We're glad y'all called in, but continue to call in. If you have any suggestions about some show topics, let us know. But that's what we're doing. We're giving our thoughts on this crazy, crazy world we live in.
Already.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
All right, then.
All right.
All right. Good night. I'm listening.
All right. All right. That was interesting.
It was.
Mike came with him.
1980. So I remember
that's
that too.
Wild,
that's when
man.
he was in. Yeah, when he was in. Yeah. See, that's what he said at first. He said he won't let it phase him, but then it goes to a point. Well, you be like, so you just gonna stand up in my face and say it? Oh, okay. Here it is. Okay. What that movie? Repercussions. What that line from that movie?
Oh, it's gonna be consequences
and repercussions. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you hate to say that, but I mean, like I said, we don't promote violence on this show at all. But it's getting out of hand, just like we did the story about the veteran. If anybody's been to a casino, those machines are pretty close.
Yeah,
and for that woman to call him a veteran, someone who fight for your freedom, for you to drink in public, ma'am.
Come on now.
And you gonna do that to him?
For sure. Come on.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
But that's where we are.
Yep.
If your skin, if you can't pass with your skin color, they calling you out your name.
For sure, man. That's how it works.
And I guess they think that's an intimidating tactic or something. Who are you intimidating?
They try, yeah. They try that shit.
Now what
all
you're
the
gonna
time.
do is get laid out, cause just like our preacher rightly said today, you gonna end up saying that to the wrong person. Some people gonna let it roll off their back like water, and some people gonna let you catch these hands. Cause everybody don't know how to work stuff or walk stuff like that off. I'm sorry, and you can't expect them to either.
I'm sorry, I can't. I can't do it, man. I can't walk that off.
You know, it used to bother me when people used to give me the finger. I'd be like, you give me the.
But yeah, like I said before, man, I tell people this. I say this all the time. I said this several times in this very podcast, man. I think Trump emboldened white people to take off the. Marvin's calling in. I know this ain't my boy Nas.
What up? What up?
Nash, where you
Back
been?
on the MIC.
Yes. How are you, co-host? Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed. Y'all fading in and out, but I still got you.
Okay. All right. Okay. We got you, man. Hold on. No, let me make some adjustments here. All right.
Hold on, let me turn this up a little bit.
All right. All right. That should do it. All right. We got you, man. So what's been up, man?
Oh man, just checking on Tangerine Tammy.
There it is.
Oh man. Yo, Nash, the floor is yours, bro. What you got? What you got for him? You got some good stuff. Go ahead. It's all you.
Well, first of all, I want to say happy August 5th from here on out.
Thank you. National holiday.
National holiday.
That's a federal. No, federal.
Federal,
national, all that. And no disrespect to Juneteenth, but I'm celebrating that one hard.
Absolutely. That's what I was saying. If we're gonna get to take off that day, we need to.
Yep.
They effed around and found out, didn't
they? Hello.
The hard way.
Hello.
The hard way. Yes, sir.
Man, I knew it. But see, the thing with us, Reggie, and I love what they did, and there wasn't nothing wrong with what they did.
Right.
I noticed how white people are brave when it's one black person.
Oh yeah.
It was one. You see how they all jumped on him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They was on him, and that's how it is with Klan and all that. Like if you notice back in the day, it was usually just one black person or maybe two.
Yep.
And then there was a bunch of them.
Yep.
That's how them castles work, though.
Yep. You're right.
They can't fight. They can't fight square up.
Nope.
They gotta have a gun.
Yep.
They gotta have a bunch of people. But when it's even, then they leave it.
Hello. I like that.
Yeah. That was nice.
Yep.
See? But anyway, I hope moving forward we have that same August 5th energy moving forward. I mean, on everything. I ain't talking about just a couple little fights here and there. I'm talking about in politics, the justice system, all that.
No, you know what, Nas? We did a show on the very same subject last week, and we said that very same thing. We said we want the energy just to not just for one day, but just to go out and spread through through the black community, so that way we can come together on one accord. Because you know Malcolm was preaching that decades ago. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's amazing, I hope and pray that we keep this energy going. Because that was beautiful what they did, but it needs to keep moving in that direction.
I agree.
Always.
No doubt.
Always.
No doubt.
Yes, indeed. But anyway, back to the lecture at hand with Tangerine Tammy. This is quite amazing to me that this piece of shit is still walking around.
Well, let me ask you this, Nas.
I do not understand. Somebody explain to me the law books, because I thought, because I didn't have a ticket and I got arrested for a ticket, and I didn't get to go kick it nowhere when they put me in. I had to make bail.
Yeah.
You know
They took your fingerprints and your mugshot, right?
But this dude, he don't get no fingerprints.
Yeah.
He don't get no mugshot. He don't get none of that.
Yep.
So I'm not understanding how you got all these indictments and charges, and he's still able to run for president. That's what tripped me out.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, Nas. I want your honest opinion, brother. Do you think he's going to get reelected?
Huh?
Do you think he's going to get reelected? I want your honest opinion on that.
My mind's telling me yeah.
Keep it 100. Yep, that's why I said he gonna get it again.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
Only because he has so many Trump troopers, and the Democratic Party is so scary. They scared of this dude.
That's exactly what I said.
And the Republican Party, they worship him. So you got one party that's scared, one party that worships.
Yep.
Yep. I agree. That's exactly what I said, Nas. That's exactly what I said. I said the very same thing.
They both parties are shook. Both parties.
Okay.
So as far as like him running, and even if he get locked up, now if he get locked up, it's gonna be kind of iffy. But like you all discussed earlier, and like I heard, he's trying to push to 2026.
Yep.
So maybe as when he's in office, he can pardon himself.
That's exactly what would
I
happen.
don't think he'll be able to pardon himself. I don't think he'll be able to pardon himself on the Georgia situation.
Oh no.
No, not at all.
Because I think that's more of a state federal.
Right.
If I'm thinking right, I don't think he's gonna be able to get out of that one. So as far as like, if he gets locked up for the things that happened in Georgia, then he might have to touch some time. He might be somebody's bitch for a minute.
Okay. I agree. I agree.
Right.
I agree. I'm with you on that one so far, man. So yeah, you're right on point.
Yeah, but the thing is, they ain't gonna. Man, I'm one of these people that maybe, but I can't see this dude tossing nobody's salad. They gonna put him away from everybody else.
They gonna do him just like they did Martha
Stewart.
Stewart.
Special jail to himself. Gonna be doing that mobster ball stuff while he's in jail.
Oh yeah. So.
He gonna have those quote unquote special privileges.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gonna have those special ed privileges. What's up? Yeah. But man, I'm flabbergasted on how you could still run for president and you got caught up in all these charges.
Right.
Well, like I said before, it's like I said before, Nas, on previous shows, man. You know, it's a good possibility that we can have a president that's running the country from a jail cell.
Right.
Think about that.
Yeah, and matter of fact, they could come up with a law. It's quick. That could eliminate all that. They always making up laws all the time.
All the time.
When it comes to us.
Yep, that's what I said. Yep.
Why not come up with some kind of anti-Tangerine Tammy law that says if you've been charged more than four indictments, then you can't run.
Right.
Yeah. They could pass
There's all
that.
kind of reasons he shouldn't run.
I
all
agree.
kind of reasons.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that. No doubt about it. There's all kinds. Oh yeah.
Just from a moral standpoint.
Yeah.
This dude had. I seen the little picture you put up in his bathroom. He had all them damn documents in his bathroom, wiping his ass with them. And all he better not say you out of toilet paper.
Right.
Yep.
And he had all kind of paper. When you showed that, I was like, God, no.
Right.
Dude. In his bathroom? Like, come on, boss.
Man.
You can
Now,
do better than that now.
Now we can have like a little
You
sticky.
don't want nobody to put your bathroom
Right.
player.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't even think Biden would be that ignorant.
And that's saying a lot. And that's saying a lot.
And that's saying a lot. Because, that's another one.
You can have a little sticky on your refrigerator. They come to get you. What's this sticky? Come on, you got to go to jail. He had about, I think they said 32 boxes.
Yeah, he had 32 boxes
32
in his bathroom
That's crazy.
of classified top secret documents. Think about that, Nas.
I didn't see that until you pulled that up.
Right.
And I was like, what? I said, I know good well there ain't no documents in the bathroom.
Yep. That's where he had them. And that's taken, and I got that from USA
And that
Today.
ain't the only room, though. I've seen the other pictures.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
that ain't the only room.
Oh, no. That was just one of the rooms. I didn't get the other room. That's the only one they put on USA Today. That's the only one I could find. But, yeah.
God, dog. And you know what I was thinking, man?
What's
While
up?
he had all them documents? That he would try to pull some blackmail stuff. Like, if y'all don't make me president, I'm going to sell these secrets to China and Russia.
That's what my wife just said.
Korea.
He just waiting for it.
I don't trust that dude, but he got so many Trump troopers that'll ride with him. It don't matter what he do.
That's what my wife was just saying. He probably got all kinds of copies of those same documents laying around somewhere, just hanging them over somebody's head.
Oh yeah,
I can promise you he does.
I'm like, I ain't never seen a dude have a hold on the country like he does.
Me,
And I gotta throw in Hitler and Jim Jones and all them type people, them cult leaders.
yeah.
Cause I ain't never seen a politician like. I was like,
he's not a politician.
like
He just
okay,
like
then,
another.
I lost. Everybody else, okay, I lost. I gotta bow out gracefully. Not this one. He's still putting that lie out.
Yeah.
Oh, they ripped me off.
Yeah.
Oh, they stole the election. Oh, ain't nobody stole nothing, man.
Yep. That's exactly
You
it.
gotta take that L.
Yeah, for real. Take that L. Take that
Take that
L.
L, but he don't want to take a L.
I know it. Most white people don't. You know that.
I was like, look how many times he done filed for bankruptcy. He ain't taking no L.
Of course not.
He is not taking no L.
Of course not.
And then on top of all that, man, on top of that, these dudes, and maybe the age limit. I'm sorry on these presidents. I'm sorry. They need an age limit. I'm sorry. Not Biden. No, it's not him. Trump right behind him.
Yeah,
So he
he's
really
77, I
ain't
think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. What Cat Williams
He
say?
in his late 70s.
Yeah.
What did Cat Williams say? Nas Joe Biden, 98 years old.
Man,
did
Joe Biden is
103.
at least, I'm going to say,
I think he 81,
okay,
82.
he used to base, because I know for sure one of his first jobs, he babysat Adam and Eve. So I know well that he is pretty old.
He 80 years old.
Oh my God. Yep. He up there. He's up there, man.
And Reggie,
What's up?
77.
if you were that age, would you want to be in, have all that pressure on you to run a country?
Oh hell
Being
no.
70-something years, man, I'd be kicking back.
Nas, let me put it to you like
Man,
this, bro.
come on.
Nas, let me put it to you like this, bro. I'll be 52 September 21st. I don't want that job now.
Thank you. Oh, that is insane. See, even if I was, man, and then on top of that, they don't even help the elderly.
Oh hell
You
no.
would think you'd be like, okay, then let me throw something out there for the elderly. Since I'm old myself, let me throw something out there for them.
Oh no.
They don't even be thinking about them.
Oh no. Oh
None
no.
of these presidents. And they old as dirt, just like
Thank
the
you.
elderly people. I'm not saying elderly people. I'm just saying the age range. You
I
would think
agree.
they'd hook them up.
I agree.
You would think they would hook them up.
Right.
They sitting up there steady trying to snatch Social Security away, all these benefits for the elderly and this and that. You would think they'd be like, okay, y'all gonna be the first ones I hook up.
Yep. Take care of their own kind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would think that.
But they don't.
They damn sure kiss the ass of them lobbyists though.
Oh, come on now.
Them NRA and all them all the lobbyists that be greasing their palms, they'll hurry up and do that for them.
Oh yeah.
Pharmaceutical companies.
Ask him what he think about the state of Black America.
All that. So like that's why I call it politics.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what it is. Well, let me ask you this, Nash. We did a show a couple of weeks ago called "The State of Black America." What's your opinion on the state of Black America, man? I want to hear your views on
service. He's a serviceman.
We ain't even got a state. We got a little ass town.
Not a town.
We ain't got a state. We as black people, if I was a white person looking in, I wouldn't even be worried about I wouldn't even be trying to get in your business. I'd be so happy that you fumble the ball every other damn place. The only time you got a touchdown is August 5th. That was the only touchdown. And I might sound like a conservative on this one, which I'm definitely not. But anyway, I like some of their views. But by that same token,
I do too.
How the hell are we as black people okay with how we moving now?
That's what I said.
You know what? I'm with you 100%, bro. Yeah. I'm with you 100%. That's the same thing the wife said.
Like Michelle was talking about earlier, with the lady that went over to the rapper that went over to overseas,
Suki Hana.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't never heard of her, but I was like, oh, okay. I don't get with the new rappers, so
me either.
I'm straight old school. But anyway, and then you got women going to Africa twerking and all that. I'm like,
but Dubai shut
and
that
then
down.
We wonder why they lump us into one. They shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
Because that's ignorant. But when the only time they see black people is negative, that propaganda on that television, or as I call it, televised vision.
Yep.
Yeah. When you only see nothing but ignorance on TV coming out of black people, then they think what they think. But they're the ones that run the media outlets and social media outlets and that. But by that same token, if that's all you see, then we ain't even built to even try to work together on anything. We too individualized, us as black people.
And
I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine.
Precisely.
I gotta get mine.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get this materialistic bullshit over here. Oh, I gotta get this ride over here. Oh,
right.
I'm gonna get this job, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be the only one up here at this job. I ain't gonna try to put no word in on this, man. Get that.
Yep, that's exactly
That's
it.
how we do.
Yep, unfortunately.
That's how we do. Not as individuals, but as a whole, that's how we get down.
I agree.
We can't even begin to have a state or be the state of mind that we're supposed to be in because we too busy trying to dump on each other.
Yep, you're right.
We beg to be crabs in a barrel. We beg to be. We on hands and knees every night. Dear Lord, please let me be that crab that'll just snatch him away or her away in this bucket. Yep. Amen.
Amen, brother.
we can't help. We just have to. It just stop better.
Well,
we too scared to stand up. And just like the minister said earlier. She said, hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up what she said. Now, she said about black leaders.
Yeah.
There are more black women that are leaders now than black men.
Shout out to Stacey Abrams. Yes. Yes.
Way more.
Yes.
And I'm like, what part of the and there's no disrespect to them. They just take it over because we too scared as black men to stand up. We too scared.
Man.
We are not going to ruffle the feathers or shake the tree or anything like that. We too scared even. We can't even name a leader. You got Farrakhan. No disrespect. You got Farrakhan, but I'm talking about somebody strong I ain't talking about I ain't talking about Reverend Al.
Oh, no. Reverend Al's been vetted.
I ain't talking about none of that.
Reverend Al's been vetted.
I'm talking about some real ones that'll stand up for it. But we ain't. We as men, black men, we too scared. We can't.
A lot of us are way too scared.
But we will press up on another dude stepping on them Jordans, though.
Oh man. Yeah.
We will step up to another brother who trying to push up. Hey, you trying to push up on my lady? Oh, watch out, huh? Watch out.
Yeah.
You don't want this smoke.
Right.
We will do that.
Right.
But when it comes to some getting out there and getting some justice going and some really things shaking and moving, we like, yeah, the boss. I don't do nothing good. I'm sorry. we quiet the little church mouth, bro. We gonna say nothing.
That's true.
Speak on it.
No arguments there.
Yes.
No arguments there.
So soon as we get it together as black men first, because the leadership role we done just phase out. We just been, like we scared to go with it.
Well, you already know. Malcolm said this years and years ago, man. He said we need to put our petty differences aside and get on one accord. It can happen.
Yes, indeed.
It can happen, but as to whether or not we're willing to let that happen is another subject.
That's the thing, though, man. We don't want that to happen.
Right.
We don't. We into our individual selves, man. So
Yes.
until we get out of that, we had that mentality like they had August 5th, and we pushed that into the judicial systems. We pushed that into the educational systems and things of that nature.
Yep.
Something more than just knuckling up. We take it to a next level.
Yep.
Then we'll be okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Until then,
I agree.
we just taking all the punches.
Mm-hmm.
Just rolling with it.
There you go, man.
Just
There you
rolling
go.
with it, man.
There you go. As
And
usual.
then, your boy, what's up with your boy, Ron D. Satan?
Man.
That's what I like to call him. Ron D. Satan.
We call him Ron DeClantis over here, so.
So, okay then. But yeah, you see my boy trying to flip the story around on the slavery tip?
Man, yeah, we talked about that last week too. yeah, man. No, we've been talking about him.
Yeah, we have some him every week.
Every week we talk about him.
I was quite amazed because I thought the superintendent and all those people are the ones who move and shake the curriculum of the school.
Right.
I didn't know a governor could say, nah, we're going to teach this like this.
Well, we know now, don't we?
I guess so. And we got, and up here in Oklahoma, we got Governor Shit. He's trying to do his little.
Oh, I know. We did stories on that too, haven't we, babe?
Yeah.
We did stories on that too.
Yeah.
We did stories on that too.
That dude is a low budget Trump if I ever seen one. Like he's a food stamp Trump. Like if Trump was like if it was a symbol of a food stamp, it would be it for Trump. Like if he was that type. He's like a food stamp version of Trump.
Wow.
An EBT card.
Oh man, that's the EBT version.
But yeah, that's another thing. We ain't even got nobody to choose from. I guess white people know how we feel now, because we ain't had nobody to choose from for eons.
Yep.
I mean, I voted for my boy Obese twice.
Right.
That was for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as us having a side to pick from, it's like you got Joe Biden, then you got some things. Then you got the Klan crew, the Ku Klux Klan,
Kennedy
on the Republican side.
Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah.
So you got the white supremacists, and then you got he kind of old Joey. He in that category too.
Yeah, he is.
He was the one down with that 3 strikes thing back when old Clinton was in office.
Well, since we're talking about the Republicans, what you think about Tim Scott?
Who?
Tim Scott on the Republican side of the fence.
Oh, the brother?
Yeah, yeah.
It's two of them, Elders
Oh
and
no,
Scott.
he ain't got a chance, bro.
Oh, I agree with
I
you
don't
on
know
that.
why he even running.
Yeah, yeah.
Scott
I
don't
don't
have
know
a
why he
chance
put his
either.
face out there. I guess he can. I guess
Elder.
he can kind of tap dance a little bit and show that do his Manny role. Mammy. he ain't, dude. He ain't got. He got less of a chance than Pence because they still visually he's black and
Right.
they still pissed about Obama.
Oh yeah.
So they don't want nothing dark in there.
All right, I gotta ask you, Nas. What's your
They
final?
couldn't even paint the tires white. They gonna paint the tires white.
Yep.
On them Secret Service vehicles.
I gotta ask you, Nas. What is your final? What is your final view on Herschel Walker? I gotta know your. Give it to me raw. Give it to me. Give it to me, Nas style. Put it like that on Herschel Walker.
On Herschel. Oh, he's still around? No, I ain't no disrespect again, but I thought, after he tapped in, I thought he was tired. What is he trying to do?
Well, he still kind of sort of got his foot in there, concert trying to be trying to be the governor and shit like that.
Trying to be a governor,
Yeah, he still got his foot in there, But I just want to know what's your final view on him after he was talking about werewolves and vampires. What's your view on that?
What my personal view, I think what he should do is kind of sit himself down. Him and Trump sit themselves down, get a shot glass of bleach and drink it, and then get back with us tomorrow and see if they feel the same way as they do today.
Right. I concur.
Because I have no feeling for Hershey Walker. Because if that dude ain't the most, God, dog, this is like people proud to be coons now.
Yep.
I don't understand.
I said the same thing.
Him and that what's the dude that's on the Breakfast Club? Charlamagne.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Charlamagne, I guess that's his name.
Yeah, Charlamagne the God. Yeah.
Yeah. Charlamagne the Goddess. I think he kind of got a little. I think he kind of tangy. I think him and Piss Daddy or P Diddy, whatever his name is, I think they did some Wonder Twin Powers activate.
Oh my goodness, he said Wonder Twin Powers. He went way back.
Google it for those who don't know what I'm talking about.
For real,
But anyway, yes, like Herschel Walker and all them damn tap dancing and all that. In the end, like Brother Wright said earlier, regardless if you got 10 degrees or if you kissing their ass from here to the other side of the planet, to them, still looked at as just another black person. Matter of fact, you looked at as you get the same grade as a homeless white person.
Oh, come on.
That's how they look at you.
Yep.
Wow.
Ain't no thing. They ain't damn sure no excuse for that shit.
Wow.
That's another story.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're right.
That's
But anyway, man, I have no feeling at all for Herschel Walker. That dude should be he should hang himself. Get the tallest tree in Georgia, sturdy rope, put himself through, and give himself a necktie party. It's people I don't have no sympathy for these coons no more, man. Because even if they say something somewhat decent, that don't take away from the fact that you still tap dancing and
I agree with you on that one.
Wearing out.
I agree with you on that because just like I was talking about Larry Elder, even a broken clock has the right time twice a day.
Exactly, but yet still, people like Candace Owens.
Oh yeah.
People like her and all these. I be checking out these little cats on these black conservative radios. Hey, my God, boy! If you just listen to them, they just basically saying, "I hate that I'm black."
Yeah, I mean,
wish that I was white.
Oh
I
yeah,
love white people. I want to worship them. I hate this black skin. That's basically what they're saying.
I agree with you on that one, man, because it's her, Candace Owens, and another one, man, that I really can't stand. Me and him went back and forth on Twitter. Tommy Sotomayor. I can't stand that brother.
And then there's Jesse Peterson.
Oh yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson. I forgot about him.
Yeah, that's another one.
Jesse.
And then there's some twins. There's some twins, they're kind of young brothers, and they kind of do a little tap dancing.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember their names though. Yep.
And then Officer Tatum.
Oh man, yeah.
Another one.
I forgot about him too.
So yeah, they come out the bushes now, boy. They getting it. They putting on their white sheets.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't forget about Mark Lamoise Hill.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's too many of them. They gotta be putting on they have to.
I hope sometime soon we pull our head out of our butts and really start getting ourselves together, because these castles, they scared for some reason. They think that they losing the population, and other people are taking over, and this and that and the other and all that, but they don't want abortion. They don't want abortion rights to women and this and that and the other,
right?
Which is a subject I really don't touch on, but
right, me either.
I feel a woman should have a choice on to where she how that situation goes.
That's right.
I don't even have a dog in that fight.
I agree. Me either. I ain't got a dog in that fight at all.
You are right,
yeah.
though.
So, I hope that we, like I said, the people get it right, man. It's already getting to be too late, because they got that. These Trump troopers are strong, and if he go to jail and he serves some real time, then they're gonna try to pull something.
I agree.
I don't think it's gonna last.
I agree.
They're gonna try to pull something.
I agree, man. 100%, bro.
Yeah, this dude is a straight up pimp, cult leader. Oh my God! I ain't never. The pimping in this dude is.
Oh, his pimp hand is strong. His pimp hand is strong. His pimp hand is strong.
Yeah, his pimp hand is very strong.
He don't hide it.
But I do wonder what his wife Bruce Jenner's gonna do if he goes to jail.
Oh my God!
I do wonder what he gonna do. I mean, she gonna do.
Yeah, get it right. Get them pronouns right.
Yeah, what he gonna do? Because he is whatever. Anyway, I wonder what Caitlyn gonna do.
Good question.
Yeah.
Good question.
She gonna get that money, I guess. Gonna get that bread.
There you go.
Anyway, man, I ain't gonna try to hold y'all up. Love you. I'm back at it. It's good to hear from y'all.
All right, man.
You too.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
When's your birthday? The
21st of September.
You're Virgo?
Virgo, 100%.
Okay, then. My birthday is the next month, so.
Oh, I know it.
Mark that down on your holiday calendar.
All right, I will. Hey, Nas, real quick before you go, man. Before you go, I'm getting ready to do a features album, man. I would love to have you on it, man.
You getting ready to do what?
I'm getting ready to do an album. I would love to have you on it.
Are you getting ready to do something?
No doubt. Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. All right. That's what's up, man. I would love that. Yeah. Spit my 90s bars on there.
There you go.
I ain't gonna do the Belly Bell now. I ain't gonna do that.
Hey man, I'm a Melly Mel fan. Melly Mel's my dude. Melly Mel's my dude. I'm sorry, man. You know I like Mel.
Yeah, he my dude, but you should have had somebody kind of ghostwriting for him.
Yeah.
But anyway, much props to hip hop for his 50th.
Oh yeah, no doubt. 50th birthday of hip hop.
Definitely. Yeah, so definitely. But again, it is a pleasure hearing from both of you all.
You too.
Same here, man.
Keep
Same
that
here.
show going.
Oh, we will.
Whether you got 1 or 100 million, keep that show going.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. We got it.
All right, man. So,
all right, man. As usual, you always drop them jewels, man. We appreciate you.
No doubt, man. And let's just hope these prosecutors get my boy locked up. And let's see. I think he got a charge in Arizona too. I think he got something coming up in Arizona.
Voter fraud.
We got Arizona, New York, 2 in New York.
Yep.
And Georgia.
Yep.
Good Lord, what?
Oh yeah.
Dude, like damn Old West, one in all the states.
Yeah, and but here's the thing about it though, Nash. It's all voter fraud.
Yeah.
From the voter fraud?
Yeah, voter fraud. That's what it's all about.
I think some of it is from I think some of it when he gave old girl the porn star the hush money.
Yeah, that too. And too. Hush money. That hush money.
Oh, simp ass. Don't sit up there and pay that trick. Never mind. Let me show you. I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. She's supposed to pay Trump. I guess his game ain't that tight then.
Obviously not. His pan ain't as strong as we thought.
All right. That's it. All right, then.
All right, man.
All right, family.
All right, man. Hey, man. You always got a platform here, man. Just give us a buzz.
All righty. I appreciate that, man.
All right, man.
Just keep it moving.
All right, man. Later.
One love to both of y'all.
All right.
You too, thanks. Good night. 2 real good strong calls. I love it.
Yeah, but I love them calls. I like calls like that. So yeah, that's awesome, man. So good show, baby.
Absolutely.
Good show.
Tell a friend.
No doubt
you don't know
about
what
it,
you're
man.
missing
Yo,
out on.
man, come on. We got like I said, the fan base is growing slowly but surely, but as long as it's growing, I don't care.
Absolutely. Like he said, 1 or 1 million, we love it.
Oh, no doubt about it. I know I do.
We love it.
I do. I know I do. You know, like I told you when we first started doing this together, man, if we just got one listener, I'm happy with that. I'm not greedy. So, you know, but the fan base is definitely growing, and I love that.
Absolutely. So you want to wrap it up? What do you think? I know you asked Nash. You think he'll get in there?
I know he'll go. I know he's going to get reelected. I had no doubt in my mind he's going to get reelected. He's going to get reelected. I don't know what's going to happen, but he's definitely going to get reelected.
And once I pulled it up to see how many Democrats are running, it's only 3. One of them being Biden, so technically it's only 2. And then there's one potential candidate. I think he's doing conservative. I guess people know that they're not going to put any other party in there but a Republican. But the Republicans that's running, Pope, Mr. Christie, sir, please sit down. You done ran so many times, it's pathetic. Haley, please sit down, ma'am. They're not going to let you in there.
No.
Hutchinson,
no.
Too easy.
No.
Pence, bye-bye. Elder, no. DeClantis, I mean, these people that's running, you be like, who, what, why?
Well, see, this is what I know about that right there. When you mentioned DeClantis, let me just say this real quick about DeClantis. People said the same thing about Donald Trump when he was running, talking about how racist he was.
Yep.
But we already know DeClantis is a racist.
No.
That's obvious.
Upfront and personal.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But that being said,
but do you reward that? Do you vote for him anyway because he's showing you what he is up front? He's not trying to hide it.
Well,
that's the same thing Trump did.
I'm not going to vote for him anyway, just like I didn't vote for Trump.
Some people will, though, because he's been supposedly honest with them.
But me being who I am, I like for my racism to be up in my face.
That's what they doing.
Not like, that way I could deal with you.
Yeah.
Accordingly, exactly. Yeah. As long as you don't disrespect me, I won't disrespect you, and that's where it's going to work. But the second that N-word comes out your mouth, there's going to be a size 8 in there to replace your teeth.
And I think, I said, I don't know, Trump might win, but if Trump don't get in, it's definitely going to be the same. Like I said, he's just like Trump. He's giving to you straight, no chaser, and it is what it is. And a lot of people, you'll be surprised, they agree with his rhetoric.
A lot of folks. That's the scary part.
Unbelievable to me.
That's the scary part. So there's a lot of folks that agree with that.
So that's why I keep saying, if those type of people get in office, which going to make some more people feel loosey-goosey, like the ones been loosey-goosey with Trump.
Yeah.
Somebody call you a nigga, don't worry about it, because it's coming. It's going to be a, hey, nigga. They're going to be saying it like it's nothing.
Like they're already saying it like it's nothing.
Because it's going to be like so prevalent now. That's why I say either we can take heed to it and make it like a real, I mean, it is a bad word, don't get me wrong, but let's not give it that much strength. So eventually I'll probably just leave it alone, because they, like I said, they're running around here now just nigga, 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 you know. And it's just not the young people, it's the old people, it's all of them. All of them are just, it's getting out of hand.
I agree.
Out of hand. Well, another good show.
As usual.
Another good show.
As usual. I am not complaining, man. I mean, you know, because like I said, I enjoy doing this podcast with my wife.
Definitely.
Because my wife has, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, my wife is an amazing talent.
Thank you.
Not to mention she's cute to boot.
Kudos to you. Ditto back.
You know, but yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't know what to expect when we started doing it together.
Oh yeah.
I really didn't.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
But because I can tell you right now, for those of you who don't know, when my wife first started doing the show with me, she was really reluctant.
Timid. I was timid.
She was timid. Now that's kind of odd for her, because she's such a outgoing person.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's not an introvert, unlike her husband at all.
Not at all.
She's very extroverted, and when she actually got on the show, she was kind of apprehensive, for lack of a better term.
Absolutely. Now my voice is so nasally and so country. I got that southern drawl.
Yeah, she got that North Texas, Mount Pleasant, East Texas drawl, man. So yeah,
proud of it, honey.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad.
But I do like to say before we get off the show, happy birthday, hip hop! 50 years and going strong. And LL Cool J, I'll see you Thursday, 8 o'clock.
No, you gonna get LL killed.
Oh, I can't wait. I been wanting to see him. I haven't seen him in concert since I was like a teenager, so I am so. I'm just happy.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Hater.
I ain't no hater. But anyway, we gonna get up out of here because my wife's butt is begging to get grabbed. So.
I'm Reggio. I mean, come on.
You know, it's how we end the show.
I know, right?
But anyway, I'm Reggio, y'all.
I'm Mimi the lady.
And we out.
Bye.